Hello everyone, welcome to Recursive Gaming. Here we are in another episode for leveling up Magik in Marvel Future Revolution. Let's go ahead and get started. I have been farming the, oh goodness, what's it called? Training Zone, which gives decent experience. Very decent experience, which is how my level is increasing so much. I did not expect the Training Zone to give me so many levels, but I'm not unhappy about it. It means I have to spend less time in the Dark Zone once I finish questing in the Dormammu quest line. So, yeah, less time I have to spend in the Dark Zone, the better. I am actually excited. We're coming up on the Aries and Maestro fights, and I do enjoy those. It's just the boss fights in this game are actually pretty fun. I do enjoy the boss fights quite a bit. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay, buff. We're waiting on cooldowns, I might as well ult. I've got a few more things to kill, so we'll do this. Yeah, we're hitting pretty hard. Level 102 with my improvements to my gear. I'm sitting at 578,000. Not as much as my Iron Man was. My Iron Man was over 700, I believe. But anyways, yeah, we're using these battle badges. I'm only waiting on one upgrade to the battle badge, and that's going to replace this level 70. It's at level 105. But as you can see, these are my costumes. So it's coming together. I do think that my Iron Man at this level had more power with the same gear. And actually my costumes on Iron Man weren't as good as the costumes I have right now on Magik. I was focusing on Omega cards with Iron Man at this point. But I do think that I had more power in Iron Man because... Wait for it. All of these are with Iron Man stats. Iron Man, Defense, Pierce. So I'm missing a lot of exclusive stats on these cards, which would give me quite a bit of power. So until they update it to where Magik can transfer, I guess, ownership of the Omega cards and costumes and whatnot, using the transfer ability, until they update that, I'm going to be missing out on the stats. I'm not going to build a whole new Omega card set for her. Not going to do that. I'm going to focus on her costumes. They are eventually going to update it. At that point, I'll be able to transfer and get those Omega cards set to Magik. But until then, we're just doing this. And I'm going to go all in on her costume, try to get her a full 6-star costume set. And as you know, I am aiming for regional, but that may be a bit of an unattainable goal unless I spend several months farming on Magik, doing lots of events, getting the regional box rewards from events and whatnot. If I did that, then I'm confident I could get a regional set. But without doing that, like, I'm not sure how much I'm going to continue playing Marvel Future Revolution after I'm done maxing out Magik. But in order to get a full regional set for Magik, I would likely have to stick with it for quite a while, several months at least. So right now it looks like I'll be putting my effort after I'm done leveling up Magik, and I am going to test her completely, guys. I'm going to probably give her a 6-star non-regional set because I haven't had much luck with regionals so far. But I am probably going to give her a full 6-star non-regional costume set if I have enough dupes by that point. Oh, I saw a yellow. Hold on. Cannot skip these. Give me this. How much gold do I have, by the way? 30,000? Yeah. I spent all my gold recently. Yeah, so I need to get her a full potential build, right? So I need her potential... Oh, not potential. I do need her potential enhanced. But I'm talking about um, her specialization. So I did unlock one specialization, but I only have one level in it, so it's basically nothing. 0.3% HP returned on soul sword class skills. So, anyways, I need to get her specialization nodes unlocked and give her a specialization build. That's going to take a little bit. And then I'm going to fully test all of her skill builds and upload some content for all that. So I'll be on for quite a while, and you can expect a lot of content for Magik. All the content that you need for Magik to play her yourself or figure out if you think she's good or not. Here we go. Big hits. Wow, didn't even have to finish it. Just wiped them all out. Man, I love having high crit rate, man. Seeing those crit numbers is just really satisfying. Let's see what my crit rate is now. 65% crit rate and 149% critical damage. Not bad for somebody who's free to play. Not bad at all. Oh, this guy's going down quick. You see how he's dodging hits every now and then? That's why I'm building accuracy rate. Or at least that's why I'm getting my accuracy rate from potential before getting all the HP and everything else. Wow. 149,000 non-crit. That's a big hit. So I'm not really having stamina recovery problems anymore. My stamina recovery seems to be pretty good. I'm hardly ever out of stamina. So now I guess I'm just trying to get cooldown reduction. Okay. Let's go talk to Black Widow. Okay. I am waiting for my gold to go up enough to start increasing my skills again. But my skills are so expensive to increase right now.
Until next time.
Let's see. Yeah, so I've got this at 15, this at 15, this needs to be 15, but to finalize it, it's 107,000. That being said, guys, look at these damage modifiers. These damage modifiers are higher than what Iron Man had by a long shot. She is crazy strong right now. 13, 13, 1983, and that's without a boost from the non-regional skill set, or costume set. 1700 almost. So yeah, she is very, very strong. Okay, talk to the arena guard. We might be about to, yeah, tackle our first arena fight. So I want to go over our skill build really quick before we do that, because that is a tradition around here. Okay, nope. Okay, so first, we're going to go over our skill build. This is the skill build I use for everything right now because it's got the most damage per second. It's not maybe the most optimized for area damage. You might be able to have a more optimized area damage build, but I like it because it's got 3 ranged abilities. Okay, so number 1 is a ranged ability. She casts it and then it continues going off as long as she's close to the target. Okay, it's her highest damage modifier. It's got the most DPS of any of her skills. Number 2, I want to say polymorph, but that's because I played World of Warcraft for so many years. It mutates into lesser life forms. So basically it's a crowd control ability. It doesn't work in PvP. and it doesn't work against bosses. But it's a quick cast, it does decent damage, and it's a dark magic ability, meaning it's generating ultimate charge. Okay, so some of you might be wondering, why am I not using the Summon Legionnaires? Because of the long cooldown. Okay, if you look at this cooldown, it's only 17 seconds. If you look at this cooldown, it's 40. Okay, so, and we did the math already. 42, how many times is he going to cast in 16 seconds? And that's if he's on the target the whole time. He follows the target around, and if you watch, all of these things that attack, right, you've got these guys, the Summon Limbo Imps, you've got the Baby Dragon, which is arguably the best one. Basically, if you switch targets because a target dies too fast, he has nothing. He's not doing anything at all. He's going to the next target. So he's got all this travel time because he doesn't have range. Honestly, even though this doesn't apply a debuff, these guys might have the highest DPS simply because they have a longer range than the dragon. So he spends a lot of time following the target around, not actually doing damage. So there's that. Also, there's the cooldown, and it's just, it needs a tweak. Okay, so this ability needs to be upgraded. Right now, it's not very good. This is arguably her best ability in this summoning tree. It absorbs 15% of damage to summon allies for 15 seconds. So, or transfers 15% of all damage received to summoned allies. So this makes you a lot tankier. Okay, so that's 15% damage reduction for 15 seconds. That's actually really strong. And I've seen this be used in PvP very effectively. Okay, this guy might also help to keep you alive against difficult bosses. Say you're coming into a boss under geared, this guy might help keep you alive if you're having trouble because you don't have enough power level. So this is arguably my favorite of all the summon skills. Aside from this, but I don't consider this a summon. This is more like a cast, a DPS cast. Anyways, so you've got the two ranged abilities, right? You've got first the dragon, second you've got this ability, the dark orb, and then you've got this. I was stuck between this version and this version, the stepping finisher. Stepping finisher is a short iframe. It is an iframe, so it can help you avoid damage, but it's a very short one. So timing has to be perfect, and you have to hold it and wait, and that's lost DPS if you're using it purely as a dodge. You're better off using really good positioning and just dodging effectively, rather than, you know, putting your life in the hands of a 1 second iframe. So if it was a longer iframe, sure, or if she had a better iframe from another skill, sure, that would be worth talking about. As it is, this is slightly better DPS, but only slightly. Okay. This, I think, is a better version of the skill because it's ranged. The animation is almost instant. It's very quick applied damage. It hardly ever misses. And it just hits hard. It's really good DPS. So I think this ranged ability gives you some flexibility on Magik. Rather than being in someone's face the whole time as a melee character, you have the option to be at range and deal decent damage. So it helps you when you're trying to avoid enemy boss abilities and enemy units, and you're trying to kite things around and whatnot. So having the first three abilities as ranged is very nice. Also, they're on decently low cooldowns, so that helps quite a bit. And the fourth slot is a Soul Sword class ability with almost 1700% damage, which is absolutely massive. This ability does require some thought. Okay, this ability will miss if you don't set it up correctly, because it has a decently long cast time, and most of the damage comes at the very end, so you have to set it up correctly. It's very easy to need to dodge out of an enemy boss skill and therefore miss most of the damage from this because you didn't set it up correctly. So this ability could be replaced with something that you like better. You're missing out on a lot of potential damage, but once you get the hang of it, I would go ahead and use this. This, I think, is her best damage ability to go in this spot. It just, you know, you have to get good at it. Number 5 is her third highest hitting ability at 22 seconds. It's just as, I was going to say, I thought this was a longer cooldown. This is only 28 seconds. I mean, you could argue that the damage from this is almost as good because of the lower cooldown. And it's got 10 stamina cost less. Also, it hits more often. The tracking in this ability is better. If she ends the life of a target mid-swing, she'll switch targets. And also she'll jump a short ways to continue her chain in this ability. So the tracking in this ability is excellent. So I actually think this ability is equal, if not better, in terms of applied damage and actual consistent DPS because the animation is faster. Okay, so the animation is faster, the tracking is better. This skill, even though it looks like it does less damage than this skill is actually better. Okay, so Soul Slash, Limbo Slash is a better skill. You'll see it's more consistent and easier to use. But anyways, that's what we're doing. And actually, I'm going to switch this with this. And the reason why is because by the time I do my first 3 skills, I only have enough stamina for this one anyways. And it skips the 4th spot and goes to the 5th one. So I went ahead and switched them so that way it would just be consistent 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'd be waiting on 5. So this is my current skill build. It's working very well for me. I've looked at all the skills. I've, tried my best to come up with the best skill build I can. And I do think I've got a pretty good one. So let's go ahead and do this arena fight. If you want to play Magik as a more ranged character because it's easier and you're not looking to challenge yourself with melee abilities, it does require more effort to play melee in this game. Ranged is easier, especially against bosses.
And I died every time, but still. Look, I know what you're thinking. You're afraid you're going to have to face off against me in a no-holds-barred battle royale, right?
This is honestly one of my favorite parts of the game.
Don't worry. Not gonna happen. I don't get paid enough for that. I'm just here to announce the events. And don't you even think of bypassing my witty banter. Seriously, half of the monsters in this wasteland don't even speak my language. Daddy needs an audience. Luckily, we're gonna have one hell of a crowd.
Oh, Daredevil's hilarious.
This is gonna be a battle for the ages. Sure, the Maestro has had some lousy ideas since he took over, but this is one I can get behind. Idiots from all over Sakar are lining up for the chance to hack our latest challenger to itty-bitty pieces. Oh, and that latest challenger just so happens to be you. Fun times, right? Look, I could blab all day, but the battle's about to begin. That's my cue. Ladies, gentlemen, and weird bug creatures of all shapes and sizes, welcome back to the arena! I'm your merc with a mic, Deadpool! If you're ready to rumble, I'm ready to ramble, so get your fight on!
Here we go.
And try not to die, okay?
Hilarious. Alright. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to back off. You know how it goes. Try not to get hit by everything at the same time. Okay, ranged ability, ranged ability. And then we can go in for the melee, because he's not too much of a threat. Alright, we are onto the bosses already. This is going by very quickly. Okay. Lock a target, just much easier. Okay. Oh, look at that dodge. Okay, we're going to get this whole cast, but then we're going to dodge. Trying not to get hit by everything. He's going to spin. Okay, we're buffing our damage in preparation for our rotation. Here we go. Okay. Trying not to get hit. Alright, so we're about to kill him here. Man, he's dodging a lot. And I'm even over level too. Just goes to show you how much you need accuracy rate against the end-game bosses. Okay, I believe there's one more enemy after these guys, so I'm saving my ultimate. Oh, I interrupted my skill there. I thought she was just going in for a regular melee. Alright, here we go. This guy's going to be easy. His rotation is super simple. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and buff. Big hit. Oh, and he's already almost gone. That was easy. Didn't even have to use my ultimate. So yeah, Magik really is very strong right now because her damage modifiers on some of her skills are so high. Very, very strong.
I thought they'd never
Alright,
leave.
let's leave the arena. Back to doing more questing, and then we'll come back, and then more questing, and then come back a third time, and then we're done. But as I was saying, but then I stopped saying because I wanted Deadpool to be able to talk because I really like that cinematic. Um, as I was saying, if you want to play Magik as a more ranged character because it's easier, you don't necessarily do as much damage. Okay, you won't kill stuff as fast, but it'll be a safer build. I can actually recommend a different skill build to you that's going to be safer. If you're playing in PvE and you're looking to stay alive and not have to micromanage everything and dodge every skill because you're going to be at ranged. So it's just easier. This is helpful in things like special operations, okay? Where you're trying not to die, and how well you do and how many points you get is determined by the fact that you don't die. So, really quick, let's go ahead and build that skill build. Let's go here. We're going to change these skills. This is fine. I'm not sure. Let's see here. No. No. Definitely not. I'm not so sure. That's a... Okay. Definitely this. Okay. Definitely this. Okay, here we go. Either Baby Dragon. Not sure what's happening. Please tell me it's not going to quit on us. No. Okay, so yeah, it did kick us. It did not like the fact that I was going through my skills. So I wasn't even questing at the same time. In fact, I'm going to stop questing for a second so we can finish what we were talking about. So basically, if you want to get rid of the melee skills, arguably they do a lot of damage, but if you want a safer build, go ahead and use this guy. He'll keep you alive as well as do damage. And he'll do less damage, of course, than the imps or the dragon, but it's not that much less, I'm telling you, because the imps and the dragon don't do that much damage. Okay, they really don't. So you might as well get this guy, and he's going to give you a lot more survivability, which is what you're going for, right? If you're going for a survivability build, this is what you want to do. Okay, so this is, right, the ranged ability that I love so much. I don't use these skills, but they are decent. Unfortunately, it's a really long cooldown at 26 seconds. A lot of the time you're getting crowd control out of this ability, so that's what it's giving you, is mostly crowd control. Okay, so if you're going for a pure ranged build, let's put that there. Let's put that there. 1 second. Okay, had to ignore a phone call. So let's, this guy's good if you summon him first, okay? Plus he won't do damage right away, so you won't aggro the enemy right away. So we're actually going to put him in the first slot. So he's going to be first, followed by this skill, followed by the dark orbs, followed by this skill, and then finally this one. Okay, so this is a pure ranged build. You've got some tankiness, some survivability. This is your hardest hitting skill. So if you have buffs or any way to buff your damage like I do with my pet, not my pet, my companion, or if you're going to be buffing yourself with enhancers, anything like that, or you know the boss is about to be standing still and you are going to have your big damage window, time it so that you get your number 2 in that spot, because this is going to be your biggest damage. Okay. Your next biggest damage is going to be number 4. Okay. This is going to be a decent amount of applied DPS. This does less damage on a longer cooldown. Okay, so it's arguably going to be less damage. Let's see this one. Yeah, it pulls them towards you. You don't want that. This one, nope, don't want that either. This does not actually apply a dot. As soon as they move out of this, they stop taking damage. So yeah, this is still your best bet. This is a decent ranged, safe build. But you're going to be doing a lot less damage than if you use this build. So, alright, let's get back to it. I don't know why, but I just felt like some people want to have the freedom to just autoplay and know that they're going to be relatively safe because they're not jumping in with their sword. So it's just easier to, you know, join a blitz, right, and put it on autoplay and know that you have higher chances of actually making it to the end of the blitz without having to like watch the screen the whole time. So in fact, I might just keep that skill build and use that for, you know, auto AFK blitzing myself. I might do that. There's something to be said for easier gameplay as opposed to more efficient gameplay. Sometimes you don't want to have to look at the screen. You just want to put on autoplay and, you know, do something else. So I think that skill build that I just showed you will help with that. So if you're looking for safe, you're not looking for the most damage. It's nice to do both, but you're not Iron Man. So just settle for safe. I don't think we get any rewards. We've already done our stuff for the day. And there we go. See, I didn't get anything. See if I can get a screenshot. No? Okay. Or a thumbnail, I mean. I just need 107,000 gold to get that last ability. That's what I'm waiting for. That was a lot of gold I just spent. Only gave us 147 power. Was it worth it?
Take care.
Probably not. But it applies to every character. But that's not a big deal because I'm only going to be playing Magik, so.
Bye now.
If I, you know, went and leveled up every single character in the game to max level, my squad ranking would go through the roof, and I'd probably have a lot more power. That is the next step. Once you hit end game and you're having trouble making progress and increasing your power, the next step is to make sure all of your characters are max leveled. But I am not dedicated to this game enough to do that. I thought I was. A month or two ago I was, but Netmarble just has made some really bad decisions with RNG in the game. And the rates, and it was so difficult to overcome the whale barrier in PvP. And then when they came out with that event where you couldn't even do the most difficult part of the event unless you were a long-time player or a whale, it just felt so bad that I just lost motivation at that point. They kind of killed it for me and a lot of other players. That really started to go downhill when they did that. But I am enjoying Magik. I'm having a lot of fun playing Magik, and I'm going to be testing her out completely. So don't worry, I'm not quitting MFR again until at least I've given you all the content for Magik. So, I'm supposed to be getting HP back for Soul Sword class skills, but I'm not actually seeing any HP gain. I'm not seeing any green. Oh, there we go. There were some green numbers. I spoke too soon, and then I saw some green numbers, and I went, oh, okay, there's the healing. So I've been playing quite a bit of Sands of Salzar. It's that Mountain Blade, top-down Diablo mixed with Mountain Blade, mixed with something else. Like, it's a really, really, really fun game. It just sucks you in. There's so many different things that you can get, and just the exploration is really rewarding. Unlocking everything for your characters and your teams. There's so much to do in the game. So it's a really engrossing game. If you play it, and I suggest buying it right now while it's on sale. It's only like $9 right now, guys. It's a crazy good deal. If you're gonna buy it, I suggest buying it now while it's on sale. And it will keep your attention. If you're looking for a game that will keep your attention for a long time, that is the one. It's got multiple difficulties. It's got New Game Plus. It's got legacy stuff that when you beat it on a certain difficulty, you make it possible to do the harder difficulties because you take more stuff in with you in the next time. So, like, there's this feeling of always making progress, always achieving your goal, and making it to where you can achieve that higher difficulty. It's just, I don't know. I'm just really enjoying it. It's not super impressive, honestly. The graphics are not top notch. It's kind of cheesy in some ways. The translation is kind of bad in some situations, but overall, as far as entertainment value, it's just, dude, I would give it a solid 8.5 out of 10, maybe a 9 out of 10 for entertainment value. It has totally sucked me in, and I spend hours playing it, and I have to force myself to stop, because I just want that next area. I want that next unit. I want that next, I don't know, it's really capturing my attention. So if you're looking for a game to sink your teeth into and spend a lot of time on, and just be fully entertained the whole time, and you want that addicted feeling to a new game, then try out Sands of Salazar on Steam. I am really enjoying it. I think you will too. Okay, here's the dragon, so he's going to die quick. Okay, we're sidestepping so we don't take damage. And he's down already. Okay.
Oh, that was fun.
I have noticed that my viewer count is lower for this Magik playthrough than almost any other content I've loaded recently. Or uploaded. Goodness, I can't talk today. It's so cold. But yeah, I have noticed my viewer count is lower for this Magik playthrough series. And I think part of that is because I'm just not used to streaming. I don't stream on a regular basis, so doing a let's play while I talk the entire time while I play, it's a skill I'm still learning. And a game that you don't have to spend a lot of effort in, where it's just autoplay, you just click, click. It's difficult to come up with stuff to talk about. If you're not actively engaged in the game, it gets a bit monotonous. So, in my defense, I think that's why this Let's Play series has not been as entertaining as it could have been. Just, you get a little bored, you know? So, there are other games that I'm sure would be great. So once I unlock hard difficulty, right, and I'm playing through on, let's say, a character nobody else plays, and people are interested in seeing content for in Sands of Salazar, then I'll upload a guide walkthrough on Sands of Salazar featuring a lesser known character with a lot of upgrades unlocked on like the hardest difficulty for people who are interested in that. So, yeah, that's not going to be wasted time. I'll be uploading content for games that I play, for sure. I'm not uploading content for Sands of Salazar right now, even though I'm putting a lot of hours into it, because while I'm figuring out the game, I make a lot of mistakes, and I don't think it's entertaining. If anything, I think it would just be frustrating for somebody. And also, I don't want to give people like the wrong advice and have them be like, oh, that's what that's for, or, you know, that's really good, and then I'm completely wrong and I have to change it later. So I'd rather finish it on easy difficulty like you're supposed to, unlock a couple of extras, play it through on the next difficulty, and so that way I really know what I'm talking about, you know, when I start to play the game. Alright, so there's a huge hit from the Hydra. Just completely wiping out the enemies. That's an absolutely amazing skill. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to wait just a second. I want to time it with my buff. Okay. There's the buff. You can see it up here in the blue cog thing. Okay. Okay, here's a big hit. See the green numbers popping up? I'm healing myself because of my specialization node with the sword skills, the last 3. Alright, here we go, some healing. Nice. It's healing more than I thought it would. It's not really that much, but you know, once you get that node maxed out, it'll be noticeable.
Alright, we're done here.
Alright, let's continue. Buff again. Oh wow. Very nice. Absolutely massacring stuff. Okay. Well, it's going to be fully charged here in a second, so... might as well. Boom! Massive hit. So satisfying. I love it. Her attack animation with the sword when she's in her ultimate form is so satisfying. And then the sound effects, like she does the 3 quick swings side to side, and then she goes wah wah. You know, these big, huge overhead, slam it down attacks, and it's just really satisfying.
This is it, kids! The big show! The main event! The whole enchilada! A battle to the death with Sakar's undefeated champion, Aries!
Alright, sorry about that. Another
the
phone call.
god of...
I know you. You fought beside the one the mortals call their captain. He was brave, but he still died like a dog. And so shall you.
Oh, that's messed up. He killed Captain America and then has the audacity to taunt me over it. Not cool, buddy. Not cool. Alright, it's a big hit. Alright. Gonna let him do his spin, make sure we don't get hit, and then come in while he's recovering and do our big hit. No crits there. Surprising. Alright, don't forget to lock target. There's that quick ranged cast coming in handy. Okay, he's gonna do his spin again. And we're gonna dodge. I mistimed that, but that's okay. So big hits, ranged, and then follow it up. Okay. He's already taken a lot of damage. Okay, so we're gonna just wait around. We can auto attack from range. Oop, didn't mean to get hit by that. He's gonna jump, I think. Yep, here we go. So I can quick cast ranged abilities. Of course he's gonna dodge. Okay. Oh, here comes the spin, probably. No? Yeah, there's the spin. We're gonna dodge away. We're gonna buff preemptively, because we know he's about to stop, and we're gonna get up our cast, and here's our big damage.
That's all you got.
Okay, go ahead and throw. Maestro's coming, otherwise I would have used my ultimate, but I'm saving it for Maestro. Big hit, 98k. Ranged. Cast. Ooh, we broke his guard, so we can come in here and do a big ability. Nice. Alright, so here comes Maestro.
By the gods.
Right? Yeah, okay, there he is. Alright, I'm gonna lock target right away, so we can dodge around. We're gonna buff. Get our ranged casts off. Wow, that still hit me. Looked like I was out of range of that. Okay. Wow, okay, so we already triggered him to go into his cutscene so we can follow him into the small arena. So let's follow him. There's roads. Yeah, I've done this a few times. I've got quite a few videos uploaded on the channel for how to beat this fight with different characters and skill sets and whatnot. This is by far the easiest time I've had in this battle for every character. Okay, big hits. Now turn around, hit the whole group. Nope. And that's what I was talking about, where sometimes she whiffs on that ability. The tracking is not the best. Okay. Here we are, Maestro. Let's do this. Alright, don't forget to lock target. This is a very small arena, but don't be too intimidated once you learn his skill set or his attack sequence. I mean, it's not too bad. Okay. Apparently that has a longer range than indicated because I was outside of it and I still got hit. Excuse me. Okay, we're going to let him do his charge, and then we're going to come in. We want to get up this whole cast, because the big hit comes at the end. I'm going to mute the microphone 1 second. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Something stuck in my throat. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna do his thing on the ground. It bleeds you if you get hit by it. Okay, cool. We're gonna buff our damage. We're gonna do our rotation. Okay, big hit coming up. We're going invincible, and then we're gonna do this. He's gonna be guard broken pretty soon. I'm not too worried about this. There we go. We broke his guard. And we're gonna kill him real quick. That's it. We did it. Super fast. If you want an easy time against Maestro, just spend a couple days in the training zone, get some nice levels, and man, made a big difference. Alright, now we're going to go fight Dormammu. But I think first we have to do a raid, right? Don't we have to do a raid before we can go into Dormammu?
Barriers between dimensions are becoming.
A couple of things, I think. No, it's going to let us go into the dark. Oh, yeah, we got to go into the dark zone. What? I can't continue today? That's it? You're kidding me. Since when does the dark zone have a limit? Oh. That sucks. Guys, I am so sorry. And disappointed. That really sucks.
Best of luck out there.
Okay, since our power is high enough, we're going to be able to complete a bunch of these in a row. But you don't actually get the rewards. Like, you don't... He doesn't give you those. For some reason, it shows you as getting them, even though you completed it on your main. Like, I completed all these on Iron Man. For some reason, he makes you go through this stupid process, and it makes you think you're going to be getting all these a second time, but no, you don't get any of these rewards.
Best of luck out there.
Watch me open my inventory, and I've got them all sitting there.
Stop by anytime.
That is one good thing about Netmarble. Netmarble. I said Netmarble. Anyways, one good thing about Netmarble is they do make changes and updates to their games. A lot of the decisions they make people don't agree with, but you have to hand it to them for being active. They are active developers. They don't just release a game and then ignore it. So that they do have that going for them, at least. They could be just completely inactive, and that would be quite a bit worse. Okay, so we're going to get more accuracy rate. Definitely going to finish this off and get as much accuracy rate as it'll give me. Probably about 8%. Probably about the same as this, 8.29, once it's finished. Which will help quite a bit, actually. Not getting dodged as much. Can't upgrade any more skills. Everything's too expensive. So we're just going to leave it as is. Really nothing else to do. I believe I already did my raid for the day. Yeah, it's a reward count. Do I have any? No. I don't want to spend gems. I don't have any tickets to use. Anyways, I guess that's it for today, guys. I'll have to go to the Dark Zone when it opens, and then we'll continue from there. Everyone, take it easy. Thank you for watching.